wants to think that their actions result solely from their own decisions, their control, everything is theirs. However, more often than not, what we do and the outcomes of what we do are influenced by or even in direct control of someone else's choices. How, and more importantly, how much of our decisions are because of someone else's control? Goethe's Faust examines the outcome of direct influence on another's actions by showing the relationship between the devil Mephistopheles and the Dr. Faust, which ultimately destroys Faust's original goals of gaining more knowledge. While Faust still thinks that he is in control of his situation, the devil manipulates the doctor into falling for more dangerous sins. In Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, Raskolnikov, the main character, does not have a direct influencer, yet his decision to go to murder is influenced by someone else's impact. His violent actions result from his mother's idea that he is above the common people, which develops an urge for Raskolnikov to prove himself by showing that he can commit the perfect crime. Although these two texts are very different, these two texts analyze the same thing, but they are still very different. Goethe says that direct connections with blatant manipulators will change how we make decisions, while Dostoevsky shows how actions of those who aren't even trying to manipulate will also influence our decisions. But despite these major differences, the two texts both acknowledge something very important. Others have influence when we doubt our own decisions, which makes sense. When we doubt our decision-making process, we look to other people to figure out how to make our decisions. Okay. Other sources validate both Goethe's and Dostoevsky's ideas. In a TED Talk, Nicholas Christakis explains how social networks have great influence over our own emotions. His studies show that when we become happy or sad, we transmit that emotion to our friends, who in turn transmit it to their friends, creating a chain. Thus, your feelings of sadness can be caused by someone you don't even know. A scientific study at Northwestern further backs this idea. The study tested people's ability to make correct moral choices after either talking to someone or thinking for 3 minutes. Their experiment concluded that conversation with other people has just as much, if not more, impact than just plainly thinking. The Royal Society of Arts also agrees with these statements and goes further to establish rules of persuasion. They explain how subtle wording differences can completely change a person's decision. They also discuss how persuasion involves planting your ideas into someone else's head so that they think that those ideas came from themselves, like it happens in Faust. Before coming into this project, my ideas about influence were probably the same as yours. I understood that it happened, but I never really acknowledged how and how much it influenced me. In fact, I don't think I ever truly realized how big of a part it played. I, like the majority, wanted to believe that my actions result solely from my own control. However, I think it is important to understand and acknowledge that other people have a huge impact on our own decisions. No, this isn't an excuse to blame all of your problems on someone else's choices, but understanding the root cause of our decisions, knowing who influenced us and how they influenced us, is the key to make better decisions everywhere. Thank you.